sit down. Huh?
I was going to put it back on charger because I didn't want it to go dead.
I had to unplug this. I had to unplug this. That's why it's not over here. But you're not gonna keep needing it, so just when you put on.
Acid. It's the pucker in a lemon. The sour.
Oh, I finished all of these.
The tart in cranberry sauce. It literally makes salad bad. Acid lightens food and creates contrast.
All right. Hey, Toya. Hey, Burke. I don't even know what's gonna happen. I just put my live on because my baby wanted to finish getting her hair braided at the shop. She's never sat in this chair and got her hair braided at the shop, so she wanted to do that because, as some of y'all may know, I'm being forced out of my suite. Yes, I didn't tell anybody. I kind of made it look like, oh, I'm expanding, moving on, bigger and better, but I was kind of forced to expand because, yeah, they had somebody new that bought my building, and the new people don't want stylists or people, or I don't think they like the type of clientele. I'm not sure, but I was grouped into basically the category of being a barber, and it's pretty much the people just giving me a hard time because I haven't met them. They just came here, told me they took some pictures, and they saw the chair, and it was like, yep, it's a barbershop. Sir, no, it's not. There was no arguing with this man, so I just took it as motivation to move to a different location, which is not on the stroll, as y'all know. A lot of my clients know that I'm in the red light district over here on Bissonnette. I've been mistaken for just trying to go get something to eat. There's been a lot of different things, and there's certain reasons why they don't want the barbers or the braiders or the stylists or whatever over here in this area or wherever. So had the help of a friend, a couple of friends actually, and some real estate agents. And I was looking for actual retail space because I was like, I can make that expansion, but come on, Stroll. What's up, Jeremy? So instead of me like crying about it or trying to complain or get somebody to hear me out, like I ain't gonna waste no energy on it. Focus my energy on the positive. And with that being said, I already signed my lease for my new place. I can't move in until the 1st. So she's almost my last client in this chair at this location. It's kind of bittersweet, but I'm ready. My new suite will have 2 rooms. So I'll have a little bit of office space to be able to do some other things I'm trying to do. I got some products coming for y'all. And yeah, just stay tuned and hopefully y'all support your girl because yeah, they trying to make it be hard out here. So I just was gonna put it on live and just have it rolling. There's nothing special going on here. She just to talk about her hair a little bit. Y'all see this? So, cause that's the type of mother I have been. All over Houston, riding by all these places, trying to figure out where I'm gonna be. Like I've been stressed, as y'all can see. So I have not had a chance to finish her hair. So I was doing these no knot. Thank you, Tamara. I was doing these no knot braids on the child's head, and these have been in probably for what, like a week and a half. They've been in for a week and a half, and I still hadn't had a chance to finish. So this right here, this section right here is what we still got. And I was actually testing out my new products on her hair, but I don't have them here with me because it was a surprise that she wanted to finish her hair up here. So I wish I could show you guys because it's going to be basically like a braid up cream that I'm making, and also like oil for after you get your braids done, because I have a lot of people that are like, so how do I maintain these? I will show you. So with that being said, I'm just gonna be braid, probably run my mouth a little bit. Ain't gonna be on here for too long. Look, Phoenix. She said hey. You remember her from your school?
My mom
Hey, Lakia.
lemon trees
Yes,
and lime
I do.
trees and snack on limes after school.
So with these no knot braids, I've had 3 clients ask me for the no knot braids or the knotless braids, and basically it's basically like on some of the pictures that people send, I do see that there are clearly knots still showing, but in these I'm working on a different technique, but I actually did something that was so cute. I'm gonna have to ask them to send me some pictures so I can show you guys. But yeah, you basically don't start off with the 3 strands that are ready to go with the big knot at the top. A lot of people are wanting the more natural look, or so they call it the so I call it the Lisa Bonet look, the bohemian type of look, where after you get these installed, you should be able to flip your hair. You should be able to rock them in comfort and not feel like your edges are popping and breaking. Because, girl, you got potato on your shoulder. So, I don't want, I try to braid and not have those types of issues. So, I have a lot of clients that are like, every time I put some oil or something on their scalp, they, oh, that feels so good. That feels so good. But in actuality, like, your braids should never be so tight that they're stacked up right on top of each other. I know a lot of y'all like that look, and a lot of y'all go pay for those specific types of braids, but those are things that you really, it's something you can't back to back do, because that stuff will break your edges out. It'll pull it out from the follicle, actually, so it'll be really hard to get that hair back. It's full or growing back in there, may come in a little sparse, but it'll never be the same. So you don't want to just keep putting them in those small, tight braids. And I literally love my clients that I have accumulated over the past 2 years over here, because a lot of them understand that and come to me already like, look, I saw on your style sheet, they say, y'all go check out my reviews on my style sheet. But on my style sheet, they'll say, like, I literally saw that it's painless. Like, I have people sitting there saying, like, I don't even feel you in my head. Or I have people say, girl, you know I'm not tender-headed. Meaning, like, what does that mean? You want me to snatch your hair out your head? Not gonna do it. So, with that being said, like, I have a lot of people who already know, like, yeah, I'm not trying to get all of these itty bitty tiny braids, stack one up on top of each other with a lot of hair and a little bit of your own hair mixed in. So that's kind of how you keep your length when you're doing these protective styles. And one of the things I do for my baby is I do big parts. I do big parts on my baby's hair, and we get compliments all day. You don't have to be out here with the itty bitty tiny braids or feeling like, you know, it doesn't look good because you can see some spaces. Like, it's a protective style. So, and hey Blossom, so thank you. So when you're talking about protective styles, you don't want something that's painful. That is not protective. Pain does not mean protective. So you want something that's not going to be stressful on your hair. You want something that you don't feel like, oh, I paid $300 for these, so I got to keep them in for 300 months. No. What you need to do is get you some braids that are protective, that aren't going to be hard on your scalp. You want your kids to get braids, it's fine. People always say, is she too young for braids? She too young for those braids with those itty bitty parts. Hey girl, how you doing, Missouri? One of my favorite clients. So yeah, with that being said, I'm just gonna kind of work on her hair a little bit. And my battery is kind of gonna go dead. It's on 20%, so that's about all I got for y'all right now. The 20%, then when it go dead, it goes dead, okay? So I'm just gonna tell you guys about some of the things I do when I install braids that I think kind of contribute to her length, because I don't believe in braiding people's hair really dry. I don't believe in it. I shouldn't braid your hair and then be scared to move your braid over because it may start popping and breaking. So I like to do the Loc method on people. Hey cousin. I had to unplug some stuff so I could set this ring light up because I hadn't used it yet. It's been in here for over a month and I hadn't used it. But one of the things I do is I do the LOC method. And I know you naturalistas out there know what the LOC method is. It is, I saw it. It is a liquid, an oil, and a cream. And people do those things in different orders. They do the LCO method, but if you hear somebody talking about the Loc Method, it's a way that you keep moisture into your hair. So I like to do a liquid, which would be like a leave-in, or it can be water. Water is the best thing for our hair. Don't let people tell you. I know we all been fearful of water our whole lives, walking around with the perms and stuff, but you absolutely do not need to avoid water in your routine. Like, it's essential. So the liquid, a leave-in, that can be the water. Then you have an oil. And when I do, hey Ivory, and when I do the oil in her hair, my baby is castor oil, like Jamaican castor oil. I love it. Okay, that's my boo. And the products that I make are gonna probably be heavy with castor oil because I'm just using what's tried and tested and true for me and mine. So the liquid, which would be the water or the leave-in, the oil, which I use castor oil most of the time, or sometimes I use the shea butter as the oil. It just depends. Some people have different preferences. A lot of people don't like coconut oil in their hair. It makes it feel dry or brittle or crusty, I would say people call it, but it just depends on how you're using the coconut oil. So don't be scared of coconut oil. A lot of people don't like it, but it depends on how you use it in your routine. Like, I pre-poo her hair with coconut oil, so before we wash, it's slathered in her head, okay? Like, slathered in it, okay? You will see. And I got one of my clients who comes sits in my chair, hair loaded with stuff. And y'all, I have people who come and say, yeah, they wouldn't braid my hair at this shop because I had put a leave-in in it or oil in it. Hey, Georgia. My sister's on. She said, hey, Phoenix. So, I don't even remember what I was saying. What was I saying, Phoenix? You done distracted me with
I didn't say anything.
Oh, no. I said, what was I saying? The coconut oil. So, we pre-poo with that. And you basically can let that, put water and coconut oil in the hair. You can use that to detangle. And that's another thing that I do when I'm braiding, or when I'm taking her braids down. I have some coconut oil, slathering that up, putting it on her hair, and I'm spritzing her hair with water. So that when I take it down, it's not dry, crinkly, crunchy braids that I'm trying to take down. You're losing hair in that process. So I always tell her, and I made a hair growth oil, I did, but it's only a personal thing that we've been using. Some recipes I tweaked from online, and y'all, I told her, put it in your hair every night, rub this in your scalps, make sure you spritz your hair with water while it's in the braids. And whenever she's doing that, we come out of the braids with no problems. Like, we don't have those issues of, oh, she needs a break because her edges are popping or something like that. We don't have those issues because she's preventing them from happening by keeping her hair moisturized. So, this is her hair length, and these braids.
Oh, yeah, that's what you were talking about.
What? You were telling how people get refused service because they have one. Yes, thank you. So, people have oil in their hair, and the people sit down and tell them, I can't braid with oil. I can't braid with anything. I told you come with clean, dry hair. And when I tell y'all come with clean, dry hair, I mean come with your hair in twists. And if you don't have anything in it, I got you. I'm going to load it up. Okay? Because when you take these braids down, you should see that your hair is grown. You shouldn't see dry bald spots and stuff like that. That just shouldn't be what's going on. This should be a way for you to retain the length that's occurring while you're in these braids. So I'm going to show, and the C in the Loc Method. The C is a cream. It's basically used as something to seal in all of the moisture. So you got your liquid, got your oil, and then you put this cream or like a smoothie type of deal on to make sure you're still in all the moisture. So I do that Loc Method on the actual natural hair before I put it in the actual braids. So that way, every time she come out of braids, it's like, oh, she got about 2 more inches of length, okay? So let me show y'all one of the things that I do use. Huh? My phone?
Yeah, this is fun.
Phoenix doesn't want it to end. Like, this girl is the most camera shy person ever. Don't want me taking pictures, nothing. She's like, charge your phone, this is fun. So this is what I sometimes use for cream. Hey Camille, girl. Oh, Nikki, this is what I use for a cream right here sometimes. The Strengthen and Restore Smoothie. But I was using that on my hair because I put, because I dyed my hair. It's processed at this point. I tried to go, I went lighter. So, you can use anything that says it's a smoothie or something like that. Camille, girl, my mama was asking about you today. It's so crazy. So crazy. She gets her hair done by Kristen. And well, her locks done by Kristen. Y'all need a loctician. Shout out to my girl Kristen. And she said that they were gonna come have a, or she was speaking about you. I forgot what she was saying, but she was like, do I know Kristen? I mean, do I know Camille? She said she was y'all point guard. I said, no, Camille was the point guard after I left. So I didn't play with Camille, but I was like, Camille is real cool, ma. So I don't know if y'all met, but yeah, we was definitely talking about you. And yeah, Nikki, that's the smoothie is the one that I use. Y'all want to see my favorite leave-in? I don't even know if it does the job that I think it does, but it smells so good. I'm gonna do like them YouTubers do so they can focus, put the hand behind it. I always thought that was so silly. I do mostly use Shea Moisture, but I am not I'm not stuck on it. I do experiment with different stuff. But this Carol's Daughter Black Vanilla leave-in. Hey Adrian. I thought y'all met before. So y'all, this right here smells like it's black vanilla, so I mean, kind of self-explanatory, I guess. But it smells so good, and every time I spray it, like if you braid hair and you spray this in somebody's head, they whip their head around. Girl, what was that? It smells so good. I get that all the time, so I kind of live for that. Like I be buying products that smell good, that don't have silicones and stuff, y'all. Avoid those silicones and parabens in your products. So just real quick, I'm not going to Loc Method her hair right now. I did already put my what would I call that? A braid up cream. I already put the braid up cream in her hair at the house and twisted these up so that when I'm getting to these, it's not like difficult to, you know, to detangle. Everything's already detangled. So I'm gonna show you.
Every day. That's amazing.
And so I am going to come on, Tom, come get you some. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna do something real, like, just, I don't know, I should be doing better than this than lifting this up, but this right here is how I'm separating the hair. Like, I have the little spacer thing, but that doesn't really work when you're doing this type of no knot braid, because I just like to have access. I like to be able to roll this thing around. So she is. Okay.
Can we taste one?
Sí,
What's in the salsa?
So I kind of already parted this section so that, you know, you can see about the size of the braids that it'll be. She has 4 rows back here already. And as you can, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm looking into it, Missouri. Like, honestly, I got some stuff coming for y'all. Like, seriously, I got my website that I'm working on. If y'all want to, I am by far not finished with it, but that's just how much I'm just like, whatever. Look, braidbarhouston.com. I have a website. I've been working on it. It's not done. This ain't the launch. But if you want to go in there and just kind of see what I've been working on, as far as like, I'm trying to learn how to put all this stuff up and make it look pretty and look like I might have paid somebody to do it, but yeah, it's just me. So if y'all see that I don't respond all the time to messages and stuff like that, just know I'm grease deep in somebody's head. So y'all can check out that website if you want. I know people get on me about not posting too much on Instagram. All that's about to change. I've been trying to focus on marketing a bit better, but it's kind of hard when you got so much other stuff going on and your time management skills is not together. So I'm working on it, y'all. But what I do know is I can't be in here braiding for the rest of my life, so I am looking into other ways to do what I'm doing and what I love to do in different ways. So I have been thinking about teaching classes. If y'all would be interested in it, like, inbox me or message me, let me know, because that's how I would know what y'all actually would want to deliver.
This honey is slightly acidic. It comes from the European honeybee, and it's available all over the world. Honey is a specialty here in the Yucatan. The Maya people have been cultivating bees and harvesting their honey for thousands of years. There's an especially acidic type that's indigenous to this region.
So for these no-knot braids, I basically find my section and I split that little box section into 10%. And I split that little section into threes. This little baby wants some red hair in her hair. We already start putting little sprinkles of blue, but she just wants some red all of a sudden because she saw it in there. So we're gonna add in just a little bit, y'all. And Phoenix, lean forward so they can see. This is the middle of her hair, so you know it goes down a little. It goes further in the back, but she's down past her bra strap. Okay, you sit back, baby. My best friend is so silly. She on here laughing at me because Jantel, get off, take it down. Okay, so you guys with this? Hey, mama. Thank y'all. Thank you. So with my 3 sections. Now, with braiding, a lot of the times it's about trying to figure out the best way to hold your hands depending on what style you're doing. And when I'm starting these no-knot braids, I like to start like this. I have my one, well, let me just show you from the jump. We got 2 sections. One section is about half the size of this one. This is very, very small. And I take the smaller section and put it on top of there. Y'all see that? That's it. I just got that there. So now what I want to do is I want to grab down here so that I'm pinching together the piece that was folded over, okay? That's all I'm doing. So I'm grabbing here so that I can put this right up to her scalp, okay?
It's so clever.
Grandma say hey.
Hi, Grandma.
I just told my baby the other day, I'm tired of calling my own mama grandma when I'm talking to my baby. Like, grandma said, no, that's my mom. I'm over here, grandma said hey. Okay, so turn this way, boo. We got our 3 little sections parted here. I'm taking that little piece that I'm grabbing and I'm gonna put it in that middle, and I'm gonna let that hair fall over the top. I know it's probably hard for y'all to see, but we're gonna do this again. It's just some impromptu stuff. So I put the piece that's folded over, I put it right underneath that section in the middle. And it's basically, to describe it, is to, I'm hiding the knot underneath her hair. So her hair is on top and the knot is underneath. You grab that other section and her hair, you put her hair on top, and you switch sides so that you can grab that other hand too and start, that other piece and start braiding too. So, I'm going to start here. And you're still trying to keep that little knot that you made as close to the scalp as possible.
I've never seen such clear honey. Yeah. Is the color dictated by something in particular?
And you just start braiding.
Yeah.
If you know how to plait, you should be able to do some no knot braids in your kids' hair. Lean this way, baby. Let's see if they can see that. So that's what me. I went down about 3 twists right there, but I don't want her braid to be that thin. So what we do is we pick up another piece of hair, just one piece this time, not 2 left over, just one little piece, and you add that in on one side. Now I'll be more detailed about this when I do like a real tutorial.
It's so sweet,
But you're basically doing a feed-in box braid when you do this.
and also at the end of it,
Can I do this method on locked hair?
Is it cold?
That's a good question.
This honey is from big trees.
I would say so, Mika, but
this one's not only
the only issue would be
too.
you would have to do box braids that are a bit bigger than these, because you would have to try to hide the thickness of your lock. So as long as yeah, your braids just couldn't be small braids. You have to be at least medium or large.
Oh my goodness.
And so you just keep braiding, and you keep tucking their hair behind. And if you want the braid to be a little longer, you just keep adding some hair in.
Almost like honey lemonade or something. It's so acidic. I've never tasted honey like this. Not all cuisines share the same affinity for acid. I realized this in college when I went to my very first Thanksgiving dinner.
And so when you're braiding, when you may hear people call or ask people, do they know how to tuck the hair? Like, as you can see, completely different textures. If my phone go dead, sorry y'all, we'll do it again. But you can see completely different textures. So, and if her hair was to get wet, or from her spritzing her hair with water to keep it moisturized, if she were to not have her hair tucked behind the braiding hair, then it would just frizz up. You would see like huge frizz in her hair, but I tuck her hair underneath the actual weave. And that's just a technique that as you keep braiding and practicing, it gets easier to do. I'm not using any products or anything right now to put this in her head. I usually do, but I just wanted you guys to see. So basically when you start, it's kind of like you're doing an underhand type of install when you're starting, but then I switch to braiding how I usually braid. And as y'all can see, our hair is still down here. We still have a little ways to go. And another thing, I always tell people, like, I try not to pull, but look, I have no problem with, if somebody's braiding your hair or you're braiding your daughter's hair and they're complaining or saying something's tight, let them pinch the braid or let them hold the braid. Yeah, I did some braids over locks on my mom's hair. My best friend, who was on here clowning just a second ago, she actually has some braids in her hair right now that I did over her locks. So it's very possible, but as far as with this method, with the no knot braids, it's possible, for sure. It's possible. Huh?
I thought you took them out.
You thought I took out her locks? No. So yeah, y'all, we are going to have a much bigger space. We have an office where I can actually do some work for all of the different things I'm trying to do and get accomplished and get to y'all. Like, y'all just stay tuned. We are going, like, this is my lease just ended, so like I wasn't just booted out, but they won't renew my lease. So I've been here for 2 years, and it's time for expansion. It's time to change. So what I will be doing is moving, and my new location is off of Harwin. So y'all prepare yourselves now. We just got to go a little bit more up the way, up the beltway. That's it. So we'll be off Harwin, and I have my website going for y'all. Now, it's not ready yet, but if y'all are gonna go in there and look, give me some feedback and let me know, because I'm gonna change that whole website. I'm not liking it right now. So if you go in there and see some stuff you like or dislike, let me know, or tell me some stuff that you want me to bring. So I'm gonna get my YouTube up and popping. That's why I got these ring lights and some other stuff. So you're gonna have the space to do it at the new place. Y'all best believe. So stay in touch, stay in tune. Follow Braid Bar Houston on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. And yeah, make y'all's appointments on Style Seat. All the links for booking are in everything that I have online. So yeah, I won't be back open until I think the first chance to book is November 6th. So I'll be back in the shop on November 6th. Everything will be moved and in this place, and we'll be able to do some videos and the classes y'all want. So yeah, shoot me some messages if y'all have some techniques or things y'all want to learn, or y'all have questions about how I went from braiding at the crib to actually feeling like a business owner and having control over my day, my schedule, and having more freedom to do a lot of the other stuff that I want to do. So I will talk to y'all later. Phoenix, tell the good people out in Facebook world goodbye. Hey Brittany, when I come out there, I will let you know.
So when you mix it with the bitter orange, I just
was look, braiding in Courtyard, like in Candace.
so try it now.
Courtyard, that's where I stayed in college.
Like those apartments.
So I had a roommate who did sew-ins, and she was instrumental in teaching me how to do the foundations of sew-ins, but I don't do sew-ins no more except for they in my head. So and my other friend Diamond, if y'all just saw, she's pregnant. We just did her baby shower. It was fun. But Diamond taught me how to hold my fingers, like which fingers to use, like get that ring finger and those pinkies up out of there. Okay, so it's just different techniques and stuff that, you know, as you're working and practicing on certain styles, like find that one thing you want to do. If it's a Havana twist, perfect the Havana twist. Okay, if it's box braids, perfect your box braids. If it's feed ins, perfect that. But find your niche, or niche as people say, and do your thing. Like, the laws changed on who can do what as far as braiding, and there are a lot more opportunities that and barriers that were there to enter into this market are non-existent. So I would say to hop on it while you can. One of the only issues that you may run into is just trying to find a spot, and you don't have to have a spot. If you dedicate a little space in your home to maybe you're a makeup artist or you braid or whatever, if you dedicate a spot in your home to that energy right there is enough to make people be like, okay, she's dedicated to what she's doing. Like, it's not just you come in and I'm cooking and cleaning and taking care of this and that while I'm trying to do your hair. So it just makes people take you more serious, and you can actually like triple what you've been making because you actually kind of invested in yourself. Hey cousin. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'm gonna be probably doing this more often than not. Gonna probably be coming to y'all with live videos, so I don't know. Y'all give me suggestions if y'all want to see some more of these, and I'll talk to y'all later.